no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time they. But we grinded it, tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish, bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store. And the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. To begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That good for 19 and a first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
What are you doing?
First and 10, it's Pierce. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 4.
Decent game.
And a great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to throw. O'Neal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt from 3 yards out. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 20, 10, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it. Because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get it.
21-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Back to throw. That pass complete to Moore. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. Oh, he's got one. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back to throw. O'Neal. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. first down. They'll run with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and it's third down.
I think Donovan has to be because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And it's a touchdown. Jarvis Landry from 17 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows in the scoreboard.
He finds his man complete. That's Clayton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ready. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Finding McCaffrey on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. They'll look to throw again. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 4. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Clayton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down, O'Neal. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, O'Neal forced out to his left. There again is Cooks, complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off right side to Pierce. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. 85
yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And this is just shy of the 29 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Oh, no, keep it up, keep it up. Change, moving. Get ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Pierce now up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers have the first. It's a game of 12.
A 3-yard gain.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 50 now. And this defense is really having his problems trying to keep him contained.
Up the middle, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there at 2nd and 11.
A few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and it was